This is my over-analysis of Sirius Black's life. His life begins with extremely emotionally abusive parents who want to instill racist beliefs in him. Then at 11 he finally goes to Hogwarts, where he is sorted into a house which is basically the enemy of the house his entire family is, separating him even more from his family. Not a big deal, he makes a friend and rocks his personality. Not the best person alive, but had a pretty good time there. He was never truly happy unless with James. Runs away at 16, is disowned from his family. Then as soon as they gets out of school he starts fighting the bad guys. His closest best friend he made, his buddy, partner in crime, dies. Which was partly his fault. As he suggested Wormtail. Everyone blames him, even his other friend Lupin. Every person he ever knew thinks he murdered his best friend. He totally blames himself, cracks up and goes to the worst prison ever for a crime he did not commit. All this at around 22. Spends 12 miserable years in Azkaban. Knowing he didn't do anything wrong, but still not speaking for himself as he thought deserved this. Finally gets up the courage to escape just to punish Peter, again not for himself but for James and Lily. He could have escaped much sooner, but he just didn't want to. If he hadn't seen Peter in the picture that day he probably would never have escaped. Just think about how loyal he is to his friends. I mean, he went through the extreme and dangerous process of becoming an animagus just for Remus. Then lives in hiding for 2 years. Tries to be the best father figure he can at the moment to his godson. Is forced to live in his home he ran away from 18 years ago, from where he was disowned. Where he had an extremely bad time. And then dies saving Harry. He never was a free man. Not when his parents abused him, not when he was disowned, not when he ran away from home, not at school, not when he joined the Order as soon as got out of school, not when accused of murdering his one best friend, not when sent to Azkaban at 22, not when he escaped prison, not when he lived in hiding and then he was free. Free from this world. Just writing this brought tears in my eyes. IDK, just thinking about it makes me just want to go and give him a tight bear hug. In truth, he never really had the chance to grow up. Much of his life was stolen by war, grief and years in Azkaban. He never had a family of his own. His happiest and strongest memories were of his boyhood with James. Maybe there was still a lot of immaturity there. He was too ready to risk himself, and less thoughtful of those he could hurt by putting himself in danger. You don't understand, whined Pettigrew. He would have killed me, Sirius. Then you should have died. Roared Black. Died rather than betray you friends, as we would have done for you. So at last, Sirius is not a bad person. He is a flawed person, but with a good heart and a mind. I hope you like this. This is just a mention of moments in his life. You could make a part 2 if y'all want.